Okay, so I'm gonna do this. Normally I was planning to go all the way down to El Salvador because I was meeting up with a friend right there. The idea was that we were going to meet up in El Salvador and just surf over there together, and that's why I started the whole hitchhiking trip through Mexico. Wanted to go to Belize, Guatemala and to El Salvador. As some of you might know, the situation is getting a bit hostile in Nicaragua. Students are protesting against the president, against his regime, and there have been many attacks by military forces against these students, leading to deaths. The whole country is in a hostile situation right now. So the plans totally changed, and we would like to meet up right now at the bottom of Nicaragua where the situation should still be okay and we can get some good surf. Could take a plane to San Jose from Cancun, which is only about 100 euros, but I've decided that I will hitchhike all the way down to Nicaragua, changing my route, going to Belize, Guatemala, straight to Honduras, go a large part to Honduras, and then go into Nicaragua and try to go past the dangerous zones and get to the bottom. I will, however, get quite close to Managua, where there are some troubles right now. I do decide to take this trip and hitchhike through some less developed countries in South and Central America, mainly Nicaragua, which is quite hostile right now, but I still believe that this is not the whole country. The whole country is going through a massive change because of this protest, but I believe there's still a lot of good in people there. I still, as you've seen with my hitchhike adventure in Mexico, you meet the best people when you're hitchhiking. I believe I do want to show it to myself as well, that I can hitchhike safely to these countries and get there without any issues. So I will be hitchhiking all the way down, going through Belize, Guatemala, Honduras and Nicaragua. This is going to be an intense trip. I don't have many days as well, so I'll be hitchhiking fast. The next days will be only hitchhiking. We'll make a tiny stop in Belize because I really want to see what the culture is like. But that's it. I'm hitchhiking all the way to Nicaragua and we're gonna see what it's gonna give. From over here, we're just gonna have a quick lunch over here with some Belgian guys we actually met in the last vlog. And they're gonna bring me to the border of Belize because they're continuing there to Calakmul. And from there on, I will be entering Belize and going down to the Central American countries. I am very interested how this trip is going to turn out, how things are going to be, but I have a good feeling about it and I believe that this will be an okay and safe trip. We're in Bacalar right now. We're going to try to get to Belize, which should be okay. It's very, very, very close, about 2 hours drive. Okay, let's roll. Ja, nog ruimtes, hè? Ja. This is relleno negro. Is it? Oh, there's liver in there. That's actually good. You don't like liver?
No.
That's finished. The relleno negro was quite spicy though, and two of the guys didn't really like it as well because it was too spicy. Pussies! Pussies! Had a good meal. Now we're off to the hostel, grab our bags, and then we're on the road to Belize. Should be getting there today easily. ¿Qué pasa? So, first ride, these awesome guys over here. So I met these guys actually in the hostel in Bacalar, and they were so kind to offer me a ride very close to the border to Belize, and then let's get into Belize.
Shout out to the taxi driver.
Shout out to the taxi driver. Yes, there we go. Okay, my real adventure has begun. I'm gonna hitchhike hard the following days, going through a little bit poorer countries, the poorest countries that I've done so far. I'm excited. I'm a little bit nervous, to be honest. I did start hitchhiking very late though, it's 5 o'clock. But it will be okay. Let's go. Okay, so as you can see behind me, maybe a little bit, Belize, 183 kilometers, not too far, we'll be fine. Okay, so we got to the Belizean border and we're gonna do this border crossing walking. This will be the first time in my life that I'm gonna cross the border walking. So I'm gonna keep this camera in my bag and just walk across the border here to see how things go. So this is basically what it looks like. Just walking some official buildings, getting through customs. So we made it through customs without any fees over here. So we're officially in Belize after 2 months of Mexico. And now I need to get to Belize City. So we entered Belize the country, but now we actually get to Belize City, which is still quite far away. We'll have a look.
How many people is that? India.
How long do you know your wife? How long have you been with your wife?
Well, I'm married with you for 5 years already. 5 years.
Okay, so we arrived in Belize. The bus just dropped me off at a random spot here. I'm out walking in random neighborhoods, that's what it seems like. But they showed me that the hostel that I just booked on the bus was here. So, and it should be a very safe neighborhood for Belize. So everything should be alright. Except when you have dogs, everything's okay. Alright, I hope find this hostel over here. Should be going down this road.
You guys, but you say the says. The number.
Leander is
Lee. Same as English, you know, Lee.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Help yourself, you know, whatever you take.
That's cool. That's cool.
And then tomorrow, before you leave, we square up. It's all right. We'll have a lovely night. And just guys in the morning, just.
Yeah, y las chicas también me dijeron. Casi frío, güey.
Te preguntaba porque mira.
We arrived in Belize. What a king experience. Wow, this is so different from 2 months Mexico. It's insane. Belize is an English-speaking country. The official main language is English. But they kind of speak like a Creole English, which is like a Jamaican English, as most people would know it. It's not as hard as Jamaican, like it's more understandable, you would say, but it's so different. Like, I was 2 months a Spanish-speaking country, and this country is also surrounded only by Spanish-speaking countries, like really Latin America. And then suddenly there's this tiny country that just speaks English, that has 400,000 inhabitants, which is nothing. I mean, Belize City, somebody told me in the bus, it has like 80,000 inhabitants. Like, it's a capital and it has 80,000 inhabitants. It's nothing. Or it's just a special random place. And like in the bus that you just saw me, they were also playing this Jamaican music the whole time. Like you hear some dance hall or reggae. And the sights also that you see outside are way more like you would see in these clips of dancehall or reggae. They look like a bit more Jamaican, and that's a feeling. Yet also in terms of races, you do see a lot more darker, like African tinted people. There's a big mixture of people. There's like Chinese, Indian, Spanish, and there's also a lot of regions where they speak more Spanish than some regions where they speak more English. Like in Belize City, main language is English. But I don't know, it's just a funny, inspiring country. Like, I have so many questions about it. Like, how was it founded? Why are they speaking English? Like, and there's only Spanish-speaking countries around, and it's so small. Also, bus ride was amazing. Like, I was hitchhiking at the border from Belize to Belize City. And actually, this bus stopped, and one guy told me, "Yeah, I shouldn't be taking any rides anymore, and this one goes straight to Belize." It was super cheap the ride, but I told him like, "Look, I don't have any Belizean dollars. Like, there's no point. I cannot go and get any money from an ATM over here." So I got onto the bus, and he told me, "Yeah, we'll see. Maybe we'll just give you a ride to there." Like, so kind people. And I started talking with this super friendly guy who actually was born in India, but he moved to Belize to make more money, and he's like making more money over here that he can send back to India to his parents. And I don't know, he has also this mixture of culture, but he's married with a local Belizean girl. Knows Spanish, knows Hindi, knows English Creole, knows English. And basically he just said like, "Yeah, let me pay your bus ride, I'll get you some water as well," because I had no money and I was so thirsty, and there was no ATMs. Just so inspiring talk, like how his life was, how India is like, which things I should visit if I go to India, how he has experienced Belize. I mean, he's been living here for 10 years, so, and he has a Belizean nationality as well. So, super interesting guy, but he was telling me like, right now I also had to lend some money because I've been 2 months without work, and he was still like helping me out, like paid my bus ride, paid some water from me, also let me use his internet as a hotspot so I could actually find a little hostel over here and book something, because I hadn't planned that before. I am very curious to see more of Belize and see what it actually is like, and what the people over here are like, and I don't know what the problems maybe also are, but the typical food as well, of course. Just an amazing and inspiring day again. Such a switch, like being in Mexico for 2 months and really being in the Mexican vibe, a lot of Spanish, a lot of indigenous culture, and then passing this border, like poof, other country, very different language, very different vibe. Even the landscape was different straight away. Suddenly all the signs are back in English. I don't know, I love these type of little adventure countries. The bus was also so cool. It was like an old school bus that they painted green. I've never been to Jamaica or any of these countries, but kind of felt like I was in a dance hall clip or something. Damn, cool. Anyway, I could keep talking about this, and I've been talking way too much already. Belize looks awesome, looks very interesting. Hope I can experience it a little bit more tomorrow. I will stay one day. Hope I will get some more inspiring insights tomorrow. Just gonna relax out here with some cool people I just met in Oslo. Chat a bit about Belize and go to sleep because I'm really dead. I'm out.